The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello children, I hope you all are fine and healthy at home, not being lazy, finding time and giving attention to your studies as well. Be good children and be focused on your studies. Alright. So, in the previous class, we have learned a beautiful poem titled The Echoing Green, written by William Blake, isn't it? Today, we are going to discuss on the activities related to the poem. Okay? Then, shall we start? Alright. Look at the first activity. Read the following lines from the poem, The Echoing Green. Some of the lines from the poem are given here. Let's read the lines. The sun does arise and make happy the skies. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and thrush, the birds of the bush, sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound, while our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. Okay, now look at the points given below. In line 6, the sound of the letter B is repeated. Which is the 6th line? The birds of the bush. Right. Here the sound of the letter B is repeated, isn't it? What is the next point? In line 9, the sound of the letter S is repeated, isn't it? Which is the line mentioned here? While our sports shall be seen. Right. Here you can see that the sound of the letter S is repeated, isn't it? Such kind of repetition is called alliteration. What is alliteration? The repetition of the initial consonant sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. ഒരേ വരിയിൽ adjacent അല്ലെങ്കിൽ closely connected ആയ വാക്കുകളുടെ തുടക്കത്തിൽ വരുന്ന കോൺസണന്റ് സൗണ്ട്സിന്റെ ആവർത്തനത്തെയാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് പറയുന്നത്? alliteration എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Is it clear? Let's go through one more example. Now, identify the instances of alliteration in the lines given below and write them in the space provided. The swimmers swam and searched the sea. Special seashells hid beneath the sand. Children catch small creatures and set them free, screaming, splashing and skipping to the land. Okay. Now tell me which letter is repeated here. You can see that in the first two lines, the sound of the letter S is repeated, as in swimmers, swam, searched and see, isn't it? In the same way, special and see. As the word sand is not closely connected, we can avoid that, okay? And in the third line, the sound of the letter C is repeated, as in catch and creatures, okay? And in the next line, again the letter S is repeated, as in screaming, splashing and skipping. Is it clear now? Okay, now let's move on to the second activity. Okay, read the following lines from the poem The Echoing Green. Old John with white hair does laugh away care, sitting under the oak among the old folk. They laugh at our play, and soon they all say, such were the joys when we all, girls and boys, in our youth time were seen on the echoing green. Okay, now look at the words in bold letters, hair and care, isn't it? What is the peculiarity of these words? Yes, they ends with the same sound, right? Such kinds of words are called as rhyming words. Okay? You might have already learnt about rhyming words in your lower classes, right? So what are rhyming words? The use of the words in a poem that have the same end, especially at the end of the lines. That is, the words that ends with the same sound. Okay, they are called as rhyming words. Clear? So, which are the other rhyming words here? Oak, folk, play, say, joys, boys, seen and green. Is it clear now? Alright. Moving on to the next activity. An old man with white hair sitting under the oak tree, young girls and boys at play, etc. are the visual images that come to our mind when we read the second stanza of the poem. If you remember, we have discussed about the different kinds of images before, isn't it? Which are they? Visual images, auditory images, olfactory images, tactile images and gustatory images, right? Visual images are connected with the sights or visuals. Okay. Auditory images are connected with the sounds. Olfactory images are connected with the smell. Tactile images are connected with touch. And gustatory images are connected with taste. Okay, here you are asked to find out the visual images. What are visual images? While reading a poem or a story, there would be certain images that comes to our mind. We can imagine the visuals in our mind, isn't it? Such kinds of images are called visual images. Okay, now find out the visual images in the following lines. Write them below. I'll read the lines. The sun does arise and make happy the skies. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and thrush, the birds of the bush, sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound, while our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. Okay, the sun does arise. While reading the line, we can imagine the rising sun, isn't it? In the same way, the image of the sky, the birds of the bush and the children at play are the other examples of visual images. Is it clear, children? Alright. So, today we learnt about alliteration, rhyming words and visual images. Right. Try to do more examples on this topic. Okay? Now, it's time for your homework. There are two activities. The first one is identify the instances of alliteration in the lines given below. The first one, the big bad bear scared all the baby bunnies by the bushes. The second one, go and gather the green leaves on the grass. And the third one is, She sells seashells by the seashore. Okay. Now the second activity. Find out the rhyming words from the lines given below. First one. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. You're already familiar with this poem, right? So find out the rhyming words. And the second one is, they put me in the oven to bake, me a deprived and miserable cake. Feeling the heat, I started to bubble. Watching the others, I knew I was in trouble. Okay. Write all the activities in your file and complete it on time. Okay. And that's all for the day. I'll meet you in the next class. Thank you.